there's a reason I'm asking this, because he will say something and you sing one line back to him.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay?
So does anybody take singing lessons?
I take piano lessons.
Piano?
I got now off of it. Off of it, but I take guitar.
Oh, good for you.
Jeremy, I want to hear you sing.
Singing lessons right now?
Yeah, I can't wait. I want to hear this. Okay, don't be shy. This is it.
Is there any songs that you know? I mean, I don't have to play it. You can sing on a cappella.
No, I want you two to play together.
Well, it depends on if I know.
Unless you know one that he can just sing it back to you.
I don't know, because I don't know what he knows. all I've heard so far is,
Do we have the song?
North Alaska, Johnny Horton.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
an old song.
Do you know that too?
No, but if he can sing it, I might follow along. I just like to hear it sing.
Just start.
Just start.
Okay.
And you're weird.
Quiet on the set. We learned that. Action.
Way up north, way up north. North to Alaska, going north, the rush is on. North to Alaska, going north, the rush is on. Big Sam left Seattle in the year of '92 with George Pratt, his partner, and brother Billy too. They crossed the Yukon River and found the lands of gold below that old white mountain, just a little southeast of Nome, and crossed the majestic mountains to the valleys far below. He talked to a steamer of huskies as he mushed on through the snow. And the northern lights are running wild in the land of the midnight sun. Yes, Sam Cold was a mighty man in the year of 1901, where the river is wide and big nuggets they're finding. North to Alaska, going north, the rush is on. That's all I know.
Wow! How in the world does somebody your age learn or even have heard of that song? I mean,
I heard it a long time ago.
have any of you heard of that song?
No.
It's done by Johnny Horton, I believe. It was a big hit song 40, 50 years ago. And I think it was even in a movie.
North of Alaska.
The movie.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Anderson. You're watching Dawn Reese Show with Marvel's Kids Out and About.
Do it one more time. Hold on, wait a second. Cue is you're on. On.
Hello, my name is Jeremy Anderson. You're watching Marvel's Kids with Dawn Reese Show Out and About.
And you're here with an amazing man, Stuart. He's been a friend of mine for 20 years in the business, from Los Angeles, California, all the way down to Denver, Colorado, and he's had some major superstars that he has, what's called Where the Stars Are Born or Made. So Jeremy, take it away with some questions with Stuart. What stars has he made?
Where did you start in your career exactly?
Well, it goes back a long way because I was always wanted to be in show business as far back as I can remember. And I started playing the guitar when I was in 5th grade. Took formal lessons when I was 14. Started teaching when I was 14, also teaching guitar. Started a rock band, rock and roll, and I did that through high school and college. I was always in all the plays in school and musicals and sang in the choirs, and went to college and majored in theater arts and music, and graduated, went on the road with the international cast of Up With People, toured all over the world. And then I went to work here in Denver at Heritage Square Opera House, which is actually out in Golden. Did over 2,000 performances for that company, and then I went out to Country Theater Playhouse and did about 3.5 years there, and the pre-show group with the Barnstormers, and always had my own groups and things like that, and always taught. So I just stayed with it, and met Dawn Reese when I got involved with the World Association of Talent Modeling and Entertainment. And we were both talent scouts for that, for a competition called the World Championships of Performing Arts. And it just one thing leads to another, to another, to another, until pretty soon you're sitting here at Marbles and somebody's asking you how it all began.
So, did you do anything major?
And what do you call major?
Well, I guess.
Can I reiterate on this? Chelsea Burnett, tell them some of the stars and what they've been doing, the people that have worked with you and gone on to another level.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with a number of people who have gone up to other levels, training them. Chelsea Brummett is one that was on Nickelodeon TV for 5 years on a show called All That. And then she's on Gilmore Girls, and she's done some music videos, and she's a songwriter herself and things like that. Chris O'Neill.
And Stuart, I'm going to jump in because we call that the triple threat. If you can sing, act, dance, act, don't be afraid of it. If you can do it, that gives you more leverage in this business.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Chris O'Neill starred in the Last Mimsy, New Line Cinema movie. Had him in that, had him in music. Rachel Lampa signed a $1 million recording contract when she's 14. I worked with her for 4 years up to that point. Stacey Orico on Forefront Records, another big contract. Then she went over to Virgin Records. I've had several of them right now that are out in LA, writing for TV and film, or appearing in nightclubs and recording at independent levels. I got several in Nashville. They're songwriters and performers. And I've got a lot of them. And it's hard to remember sometimes because major, to me, if you're working in this business, that's a major thing. Mm-hmm. It isn't always just about being a household name. Like I have a friend, Cy Richardson, who's done close to 200 films and TV shows. And you've probably never heard of his name, but you've probably seen him.
Yeah, we have a video up on YouTube under Stuart. I have to find out what I tagged it. But when I interviewed him, it was amazing. And he's good friends with Danny Glover. Mm-hmm. Good friends with him. It's a small, small world.
Yep. So if you're working, it's a major thing.
Right. Okay, and then we're going to be right back, and because our time is limited, and we have another quick co-host. We'll be right back. You're on.
Hi, we're back. I am Hannah Kleiker, and this is
Stuart Whitmore.
And I'm a Marbles kid out and about. So I have a couple questions for you as well. How did you meet Dawn Reese?
I met Dawn Reese in Hollywood. We were at the World Championships of Performing Arts, which is an Olympics of the Performing Arts, and we were both talent scouting for that, and helping people get their start in the industry by taking them to that.
Can I jump in? I think that's when I was, I put all the agents, casting directors, producers, I brought in the stars, like Pauly Shore's sister, Pauly Shore, his dad.
You did all that, yeah. So
yeah, and sponsors.
That was in 1998.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead.
So when did you start doing teaching and telling people like what to do?
Telling people what to do? I was telling my mother what to do early on. You mean teaching?
Yeah.
I started teaching guitar when I was 14 years old. I was teaching while I was taking lessons. I ran an ad that said in the newspaper in a small town that said, wanted beginning guitar students. If they weren't beginning, I wouldn't take them. And so I put myself through school doing that, through college. But, and then I worked professionally for a number of years. And whenever I wasn't working, I'd go back to teaching. And I trained in voice and ended up starting to teach singing and performance, so teaching, singing, performance, guitar. I've written some songs and had them published, some songwriting. And then I didn't know I was going to be doing this. I really didn't. It just kind of the way things worked out. I ended up owning a school called Academy of the Arts Denver, and where we teach acting, singing, songwriting, piano, drums, bass. We'll teach about anything we can think we can teach, you know.
So
Yeah, and
what-
Stuart has open houses, you know, and the thing is, when I was in LA, I would keep training and training. I mean, I took from Charles Conrad. Just because you take one workshop, the more you have on your resume with that film director that's going to go, oh, cold reading, acting, whatever it is, it helps promote you and stronger for your agent. So your agent can say, wow, they're still training. You know, it's not like taking a guitar lesson overnight or taking a comedy class and saying I'm a professional comic the next
Right.
day.
You have to keep doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
What